On this channel, we have talked about many things. Is CSE dead? Does your specialization name matter? Does your college really have what it takes? It's the same question every time, just from a different point of view. Today, let's answer it head on. What does the future of BTech CSE really look like? Not the version on a brochure, the real one. And to answer it, let me tell you about a student. Let's call him Ravi. Ravi was from the 2022 batch of a well-known college. He had a 9.4 CGPA. For 4 years, he did everything right. He attended every lecture, he sat in the front row, he stayed up whole nights before exam, and he aced them. Every single one. Then came his first real job interview. The interviewer was kind. She said, "Come on, let's build something together. Write me a little program that pulls this data from an API." Ravi knew what an API was. Of course he did. He could give you a full definition word by word, as he had done in multiple exams. Application Programming Interface, a way for two programs to talk to each other. Perfect answer. But the interviewer, she did not want to know what it was. She had asked him to show how to use one. And that's where Ravi froze, because he had actually never done it. Not once, 4 years, and not a single time had he written real code that talked to a real API. He knew every word, but he just couldn't do the thing. He sat there, able to define it perfectly, but not able to build at all. And Ravi's story is not something rare, it's the usual story. And here's why it happens. His degree taught him what to know. It never taught him what to do. And it never taught him who to become. 3 different things, but colleges give you just one. And stick with me till the end, because I am going to give you one simple question. Ask it to any college, and in 10 seconds you will know if the work integrated promise is for real or is it just a word on the brochure. Keep that in mind as you go. So let me show you the structure that fixes this gap for Ravi. At Kalvium, the full BTech CSE is built in 3 layers. 3 circles, one inside the other. And the easiest way to understand them is with something that every Indian kid knows: cricket. Layer 1, Essentials. Imagine you have watched cricket your whole life. You know how the game works. You know what a bat is. You know what a good ball looks like. You know the name of every fielding position: long leg, fine leg, third man, silly point. You can explain the game to anyone. But you have never walked into a real field and faced a real ball. That is Essentials, your main degree subjects. Things like data structures, operating systems, databases, and AI. You follow the university rules. It is approved by AICTE. You write the exams for it. Every student does this part. It answers one question: what do you know? Layer 2, Mastery. Now you walk into the field. A real ball is coming at you very fast. The rulebook cannot help you now. You either play the shot or get hit. That is mastery. Building real software. Not in an exam, but in a real project. You are judged on what you actually build, not on what you write on paper. And it changes whenever the industry changes. Not when a slow committee finally updates the syllabus. It answers a new question: what can you actually do? And then layer 3, Excellence. Now think of a player that your team actually trusts when it needs 50 runs in the last 3 overs. It's not the player who knows the most about cricket. It is the player who stays calm, takes charge, and finishes the game. That calm, that confidence, it is there in no rule book. It is built slowly over many real matches under real pressure. That is excellence. Becoming the engineer your team trusts the most. The one who finds a way even when nobody tells them how. The one who accepts a mistake and can still finish the work. You cannot learn this in a classroom. It only grows through real work, real pressure, and real responsibility. Like owning something that real people use, or building something with software engineers from across the world. It answers a question that no certificate can. Who are you as an engineer? So Ravi got only the essentials. 4 years of it, only the theory. And the moment someone asked him to actually build something with it, it was just not enough. The future of BTech CSE is a degree that does not stop with theory. And that thing that joins all these 3 layers together, that is work integration. So what work integration actually is? First, let me tell you what it is not. It's not one internship at the end of your degree. It's not a weekend hobby project, and it is not a side course running next to your classes. Work integration means real work. Building real things in real conditions where you are responsible for it. It's part of your degree. In normal BTech, you study for 4 years and then start working. The two never meet. In a work integrated degree, they happen together. You learn something in the class, you use it in a project the same week. The gap between theory and real work is not 4 years, it's 4 days, sometimes even 4 hours. Work integration at Kalvium happens in 4 ways. Each one follows the same 3 steps: essentials, mastery, and excellence. And watch out for the 4th one, it has nothing to do with getting a job. 1. Simulated work. Before any real company, you work on simulated projects that feel just like the real real thing. Real problems, real deadlines, and a real team. This is where essentials meet mastery. And there are no grace marks for almost. It either works or it doesn't. 2. Open source. You improve real software that engineers around the world use. The feedback comes from strangers who have no reason to be kind to you. When one of them says your work is not good enough and you fix it and they finally accept it, that teaches you way more than any exam could. 3. Internships. Now you join a real company not to watch but to build. The difference? A Kalvium student walks in after months of practice work and open source. And then 4, entrepreneurship. Some students don't want a job, they want to build a real thing. So they work on startup style projects, turning an idea into something real people actually use. This is excellence in its purest, caring whether it works because real people depend on it. And even if you never start a company, the habit of ownership is something so valuable that you can take it with you everywhere. So what does this look like day to day? Mornings, essentials, your core CS subjects with mentors. Afternoons, mastery and excellence, projects, open source, real work, real results. Not extra hours, not a side activity. This is the program every single day for 4 years. So by the final year, the Kalvium student doesn't just hold a degree. They have a track record, real projects, and for the best of them, something real people actually use. That is not just a certificate, it is actual proof. So that is what the future of BTech CSE looks like. And remember that one question I promised you in the start? Here it is. Ask any college this. When a student goes out to work, who checks that they are really growing and not just sitting there passing exams? If they cannot answer clearly, you have found your answer. Want to see how we built ours? Check the link in the description. Go ask the hard questions of every college on your list, including ours.